Okay, so what I had him do, what I had him do is he created a montage of a couple games of plays where we held them to 3 yards or less. That's his standard. So that you can kind of see how he does it and why he does it. Obviously, they got more than 3 there. But these are plays where the defense was generically successful. These guys are a big pro-style team. You can see there how we're matching routes. That's zone. That's zone, but it looks like man. Pause that right there. Roll that back. Now, pause right there. That is man match cover 3. So if I was to teach our kids off that clip, I would say to the corner, you have all of one vertical. That's the first thing I'm going to say to him. You have all of one vertical. That safety is in what we call Tahoe alignment. He's in outside leverage. And I'm going to say you have all of 2 vertical, but you're bracketing 2 to 3. You have first to the flat, right? Free is free. He's over the top. So the nickel, the kid that's inside of 3, he is walling 3 vertical, but in the other leverage. He's in what we call Carson leverage, inside leverage. Okay? So the free is actually cherry picking 2 and 3 vertical. He doesn't have either one. So how many dedicated players are there? There's 5 for 4. Okay? This is dumb, but this is what we do. However many receivers you have to a side, we have to have 1 more than you have. If we don't, we're in man. So let's just be in cover 0 and be in man. Well, there I have 4 covering 3. The nickel, the roll down safety, the corner, and the free are all dedicated to covering 3. The corner on the backside has the tight end. In cover 3. But really, man, because we don't have a flat defender. And we tell our kids all the time, that's a vacant flat. Now, that is the freaking hardest thing to get high school kids to do, is say, son, this is me, like Jack is that corner up there. Jack, that tight end in the flat is vacant. He's open. He's catching an out route. Jack, don't cover the out route. Don't ever cover the out route. He can run an out, Jack. Got it, Jack? Yeah. Second out route. Here he comes. Covers it. Now you're going to give up a wheel. You got to hammer it and hammer it and hammer it. There are certain routes we are going to give them. We're going to give them. And we're going to figure out whether you're really willing to take it. They're never going to throw that out route to that tight end. They did it one time. He caught it. We shoved him out of bounds. Great. You got 6 yards. Your mom's happy. They didn't do it again. So what are we covering it for? He's a big, tall, long strider. He runs corner routes and seams. Take those away. If he wants to throw out routes, let him throw out routes. Go ahead and play it. Now you've got the box covered up, right? Now you got 7 hitters in the box. Look at that. There ain't a whole lot of places to go with that ball. Now, if he completes that comeback, oh well, because we're playing thirds behind it. If you complete it, you complete it. It's high school football. You ain't completing half of them. Okay? If he catches it, what happens? We tackle him for 5.
Oh, interception.
Right? Those guys don't care. They're free hitters. That's how we talk to them. We're like, you're a hitter. What's that mean? You go to the quarterback. If you can't get to the quarterback, stop. This tailback that you see here, he's going to Boise State. He averaged 260 yards rushing per game. On us, 81. Worst game of his career. We made him throw the ball. Once they're one-dimensional, you just get after their ass. Just get after their ass. One-word answer. We're an eagle right there. Got everything gapped. Are we vulnerable to the pass? Absolutely. Play that one again, Coach. The kids all week. Coach, we're so vulnerable to the pass. We got everybody in the box. Yeah. Yeah, great. And our kids, pause it when he catches this. Pause it. Right there. Our kids, the next series are like, Coach, you sure you don't want us to cover that out route tighter? I'm like, no, I don't. Their back rushes for 260 yards a game. They can throw frickin' out routes all night.
We don't have that close. I don't care if it's high school or minor, we don't have that close.
Don't have what? What do you mean?
Where you see your defense coming on that.
Oh, coming down, closing?
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah, and that's what we mean by matching routes. Once that route is identified, run the route. You're a receiver, run the route. You got much right to the ball as he does. Go ahead and play it. Who cares? That's the biggest thing you got to get kids to understand is there's certain things we just don't care about. Stop the run, take away the deep ball, make them dink and dunk around. These guys were very predictable with what they did with their tight ends. Their tight ends told us everything. Now we didn't match that dig route. Did you see that? I don't want you to sit here and think, oh my God, he's got all the answers. His kids do everything right. Hell no. We're wrong half the time. Play that one again. I like that though. That rascal's so slow he couldn't play dead in a cowboy movie. Okay? But he knows where to go, right? Now, we are, pause. We're in trap coverage right there. We're in cover 2. We're not in cover 4. So I'm not that smart. What's the difference between cover 2 and cover 4? It's clouds and sky. It's just who has the flat. Corner has the flat. As soon as he sees the flat violated, come eat, right? Go ahead and play it. Ka-chow. Yeah, you got a yard. Great job.
So you're not asking your overhang to expand?
If we are in palms, he is what we call a Cali alignment. He is walling the final 2 and pushing to the final 3. So he's not going to expand unless 3 takes him out.
And then your corner is basically just like drop until he gets something.
He's going to drop with, now check this out.
Just like your typical 2 read.
If this is the receiver facing me, I'm going to play 2 and 4 with head up leverage. I'm not going to cheat in or out. If I'm playing cover 4, I'm going to bail to inside leverage. If I'm playing trap, if the flat's violated, I'm going to assume outside leverage through him.
Do you bail to the inside shade, but it doesn't depend on the alignment too? Like, do you have your
If 2 goes vertical past linebacker depth, no matter which coverage it is, I'm going to inside leverage and taking 1 vertical, and we're done. But if 1 or 2 goes to the flat within 5-6 yards, basically, I'm trapping it and coming out.
And that's based off of the receiver's release, though.
All based on what 2 does. We're eyes all over 2. 2's going to take us to the party.
See, we were talking about this earlier. You're moving position and giving assignments.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you guys are weak. Because he's not running. He's starting off in the zone and going to the man because of the assignment that's been given to him.
The route is telling him what to do.
Exactly.
His guy is telling him what to do.
Rather than having covering grass, as we call it, or having retarded zones,
Mm-hmm.
go zone man coverage to assign him.
100%. 100%. Now, switch over real quick, Coach, just so you can see a spread team. These guys are really pro style. There's one in there that says Columbia, less than 3. I may have to scroll down. Oh, there it is. I'll just show you a couple clips of this, and then we'll take another break because we got one more to do. These guys are a little more spread happy. They try to get physical with some multi-back stuff. It doesn't work. There's a little 40 package. That's some 4-3, cover 3 stuff.
But you're typically not going to run your palms or 2 read to a trim set, right?
Oh yeah, we will. So we will palms your 1 and 2 and poach your number 3 off the backside. Mm-hmm. And we play a 5A school out of Coeur d'Alene this year, and they got a frickin' dude. And we'll do that to them. We'll palms them, and then we'll cap that kid, and we'll bracket him with 2. We'll play under and over, and he won't catch the ball.
So your overhang would be basically playing man, but you see
Yes, but when he loses that kid vertical, the safety will take him. So that guy can drop back to the box. So I get an extra fitter in the box. Yeah, yeah.
You go break at like 10 yards, like where you call your guy, when do you wash?
On which one?
Just like what would you say like after this point, even if he hooks up, it's considered a
When he clears linebacker depth.
Okay, so like 5 to 6 inches.
And that doesn't hurt us very often, but sometimes it does. Sometimes that kid's like, well, he was kind, he was kind of, We tell them if it's kinda, you're in quarters.
We're kind of the same, but the hardest route, I guess, for the kids to read, especially if they're picking up verticals, is the deep, like the deep cross corner. It's like 7 yards that cross the linebacker, or it's like wants to pass it off.
Yeah. The route that we don't like, and that's why we run it so much, is the over. Like we like to come off play action and bring one over the linebackers. That's nasty. We always cap it so that it can't go over the top and kill us. The problem is getting the linebacker back underneath. We run it off play action almost exclusively. So we will pap to that 100 different, literally 100 different ways.
You said 6 is like your primary coverage. So are you running like a 6 cross against a lot of teams?
2 in the boundary, 4 nickel to the field.
But it'd be killer.
I think you have a guy dedicated to pick up that over.
But it's hard. Doesn't matter what you teach, it's still really hard.